Last mission. Final boss mode. What it do?
All good looking out.
Yeah, no, but now we gotta break down another form of media. Last week, we had a movie that we all anticipate. Either it will be released either on the movies or HBO Max or other means, miscellaneous means. Of course,
John Wick 4.
I wish.
That would have been way better than what we saw.
Yeah, of course, the movie I'm talking about is Mortal Kombat.
If I had a gong, I would have hit that bitch right now.
Yes, you're right.
So pretty much. So what we're gonna do for this Mortal Kombat review is, basically we're gonna discuss the good, the bad, and then the mid. Or actually, no, the good, the mid, and
the good, the bad, and the ugly. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right. So at least okay. So the good, man. So who wants to start off with the good of the movie?
Nigga, let me start, nigga.
Okay, bro.
I'm gonna start. The good of the movie was the beginning. Cause I'm thinking, oh, this shit finna be some legendary shit. Cause that fight scene in the beginning was like amazing. I was like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga? Cause I don't know. I've been playing Mortal Kombat for a long time, but I ain't know the origin of Scorpion. I knew they always fought each other. I ain't know this nigga killed his pops and all types of shit, and these niggas just come back, and I ain't know all that. But I thought that this shit was opening up a crazy movie.
Yeah,
so the beginning was the beginning was good. Next.
I mean, I think damn near I think all the scenes with Scorpion and Sub-Zero were all those were the high points of the movie. Like, dude that played Scorpion, he's from the Raid movies. He killed that role. Like, he killed that shit.
Yeah, that was a high point. And I'm glad that they actually did a good job with showing the rivalry of Scorpion and Sub-Zero, unlike the original Mortal Kombat where they're teaming up together. And I'm like, what the fuck? That would never happen in actual Mortal Kombat movie.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah, they took liberties with that one. I was like, that one was just. Yeah, I mean, if there was one flaw from the OG, it was definitely that. Like,
But you gotta remember, they framed it in that aspect of they all was under Shang Tsung and Shao Kahn and all that.
Yeah,
so that's why niggas didn't really make a big deal about it because
they had to fight regardless
against Earth.
Right. Yeah. That didn't happen in the actual storyline. So, like, it's fine, but it didn't happen like that.
Yeah, but it was able to work, nigga. That's the point I'm making. It didn't make the fucking movie. It wasn't a flaw in the movie, is what I'm saying. It worked. No one cared about it.
Yeah, no, because the OG was too dope, though. But at least in the remake, they righted that. They had these niggas were warring, like both in their human forms and then in their demon form. Or actually, I don't even know what that. I would say
what the fuck that was.
Sub-Zero. Yeah, Sub-Zero's and then Scorpion's demon form. So
But I got a question. If Raiden seen this nigga his whole family get slaughtered and shit, why you gonna wait till everybody die for this nigga to pop up to grab the
baby? I mean, technically, Raiden's not supposed to throw interference.
Raiden's a god. The gods aren't supposed to intervene in the.
That nigga's a fight promoter. He ain't no fucking god. he ain't no god in that movie. That nigga was Eddie Hearn. That nigga was Bob Arum and De La Hoya. That
nigga train niggas up and set them up for fighting.
I mean,
that's real.
I mean, let's put it this way: if that scene with Raiden didn't happen, then there would be no movie. So,
well, you know what? That I would be fine with that because that was the best part of the movie.
That's true, but it's like I didn't understand that. It's like Raiden. I guess Raiden sensed that the nigga got killed, so he popped up. Or what was that?
Raiden saw that shit. He knew they got killed, so he kind of intervened because they explain it in the movie. Like, the prophecy is like the bloodline of Scorpion, was going to be the one that would defeat Shang Tsung and keep the Earth safe from.
And that's a new creative character they made.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that was so
bad. Get the fuck out of here.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me start on that nigga. Fuck that nigga, man. That nigga, it's like that new Mortal Kombat game where you get to create a character, put arm links on that nigga. That nigga didn't have no real power.
He was walking plot armor. Like,
hold on. Did anybody understand his power? This nigga just kept getting hit and turning red. This nigga was.
I was saying the same shit. I was like, is this like a great value bishop?
No, I thought it was one of them powers, where you hit a nigga and you absorb his power, so that when you hit him,
that's bishop.
It's his power. But when Goro was beating the fuck out of this nigga, he absorbing all types of shit, and then he punched with some regular ass force. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is you? What the fuck you got that shit on for, nigga?
And that was a bad. That I didn't like. That should be filed under the bad. The Goro in the original Mortal Kombat, they actually made Goro an actual threat and a menace. And this one, Goro was just and nothing.
They made Goro look like King Kong from Godzilla vs. King Kong.
Yeah. The one thing I hated about that because they made Goro like a jobber. Like at least you gotta. Goro's gotta have at least one R-rated moment in the movie. He didn't have.
Yeah, he was supposed to rip apart the kid or some shit.
You know what I mean?
Like kill a wife or something. Like he was supposed to kill a bitch and then a nigga turn up, get his real power, grow a mask or whatever the fuck else he was supposed to get. And then he was supposed to turn up, but for Goro to just run into buildings, knock shit over, and then get killed by his bitch and his kid, that shit was fucked up, yo.
Yeah, I definitely did. They definitely got to change that. Any sequels that come back, Goro needs to come back or something like that. He needs a do over. But
jobber status. Like he was barely in the movie. It's like you see how they tried to introduce him at first, and you're like, oh shit, like Goro, like okay, I'm gonna make this nigga raw, like okay, like, and then like you can't have that type of intro, and then later on in the movie when he do come out, it's like the dude is tag teaming him with his wife and like beating his ass and shit, like what was the hype for it?
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, you're absolutely right. So, that was definitely the bad.
They had a mortal. They had a regular female and a regular kid whoop Goro's ass. Do you see that?
Yeah.
That shit's fucked up, yo. Like that's like saying anybody can fuck up Goro, nigga.
Yeah.
I know every Mortal Kombat game I played, nigga, I had to fight Goro 100 times in order to beat that.
I had to quit that game.
Goro was so annoying.
I had to come back a week later to beat that nigga.
One of the worst niggas to fight on that, for sure.
But let's get back to the good. Another good in this movie was Kano.
Yeah, Kano.
Yes.
That's hard. Yeah. They didn't call him McGregor, it seemed like, but there's the comedic relief. You hear the call him McGregor to me.
He was like Conor McGregor. That's crazy.
Yeah, Kano had the lines of the movie for sure.
When he ripped his heart out, it was like Kano wins. I popped.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
The movie was still good then, though. Even though he was fucking up a few things, the movie was still a decent watch. It's just when we got to where rating was at, the movie just fell apart.
Yeah, but and also too, like for the good of the fatalities. I mean, I did like the fatalities. When they happened. Kung Lao's fatality was nice.
Where he kills the bird, bitch.
Yeah, Natara.
Yeah, that shit was hard. That shit was hard.
Yeah.
That was ill.
Between that
and Jax with the clap.
I used to do that shit all day, every day.
I did that shit in the game all the time, clapping niggas' brains.
Though, man. Why have him do that at the level where he supposed to knock niggas into spikes and shit? Waste of a level.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fatality, bro.
They were fighting the bosses.
But I'm saying though, and who was the guy he's fighting? No one knows who the fuck he is. Like,
he might have been a creative character too, because I don't remember him being any of the Mortal Kombat.
Nigga, that was Shao Kahn's little brother.
Bruh, Jax only had like 2 raw scenes. When he get his ass whooped, And then when he beat dude and do his fatality, that's it.
Yeah, when Sub-Zero froze his nigga's arms off, that was a great part in the movie too.
Yeah, it was.
Because I was like, yo, that's amazing. Mm-hmm. Like that whole fighting scene where he looking at Sub-Zero, that nigga disappear into a factory, and then you go inside. Mm-hmm. That shit looked like he was about to play the game for real. Like, hell yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the production, they had a lot of money poured into this shit, yo.
Hell yeah.
Because that shit was amazing. Like, it was a great watch. Like, Shuttleworth, you right. Like, just looking at it, it looked beautiful. It was just the way they put it together. It's like, yo, y'all could have done better than that. But with all the money they had, they could have done so much more crazier shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, is that? I think that. Oh, and also one more thing for good for my case is Melina. Like,
I was gonna say Melina. She was
well. I mean, Melina herself, the cat, like who she looked good, but that was a bad for me because it shouldn't have been Melina. It made no sense to have Melina there. You had the wrong person. It's Katana. Katana comes first.
Katana's dope.
But Katana comes before Melina. Melina should not have been the person in this movie.
Yeah.
That's true. They didn't care though. Like they had Cabal. Like the fuck.
Yeah, Cabal was very random as fuck. I was like, what the fuck is Cabal doing in this shit? That was random as shit.
I'm not gonna lie.
A real reptile.
I'm not gonna lie. When Shang Tsung was on his throne and all the three, I'm like, okay, who's gonna be his niggas? It looked like some Justice League, a new Justice League movie. These niggas walking up, this bitch smiling, a nigga with a full Darth Vader suit on, and the other nigga looked like fucking. He looked like that Wood nigga from that movie. What's that movie? Groot. He looked like Groot with a hammer. Real shit. And I'm like, yo, who the fuck is these niggas? Shang Tsung would never fuck with them niggas. He would never fuck with them niggas.
Yeah, so they definitely took some liberties with that story.
They always do that. They'll set something up nice and then they'll jobber it out. Cause that whole scene was looking dope. But as soon as you see those three, like nobody show up, you're like, the fuck? Like these niggas?
Yeah.
And I was mad that Shang Tsung only turned into 3 people, nigga. Like, come on, nigga. You turned into Kano, did one move, and then you turned into Sonya Blade, nigga. No, he turned into Scorpion. He turned into Scorpion.
I mean, I guess I'll go to the bad with Shang Tsung. Now, Shang Tsung, I think I because Kerry, Tagawa from the OG one, that dude played Shang Tsung to a T. Like everything about how it was perfect. Like that dude was like, in that movie he was like rage. Like even when he was happy rage, bro. Like
his soul is mine.
His soul is mine. Finish him.
He was selling that shit.
Yeah, and he and if there was emphasis, like you imbecile. He said it with emphasis. This one, he said his line like he just took some Ambien or some shit. Like
that dude was. It took me a minute to realize who that dude was, and I'm like, oh, it's the Asian dude from The Dark Knight.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, like there was no rage to it, and like I mean, even when he stole the soul, like it wasn't epic to me, like.
Yeah, it's like he just, had a snack or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
that's exactly how he sounded in The Dark Knight. And with his Asian character in the Dark.
Who do you think would have been a better villain for this movie then, Shao Kahn or still Shang Tsung?
No, Shang Tsung, just a different guy.
Yeah, different guy. Yeah,
not this monotonous. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the thing that was killing me. I was like, why is he? I was like, why is he show some real life? Like, I mean, there was like nothing. Like, he was just too laid back. And I mean, I don't know where to put. I mean, rating. Like, I had something for rating too. Like, I didn't mind rating because I'm all about cultural appropriation. Like, in the OG, it was a white guy playing them. This one, they actually had an actual Japanese person playing them.
That's what threw me off.
Rating was just there. I didn't feel any type of way. He was just there.
But he was annoying. I feel like he had no purpose.
I mean, the thing is, like, that, I mean, Raiden, like, to me, sounded like a damn Shaw Brothers dub. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he was like, "You must leave immediately." You can kill me with this shit, bro. Like, I couldn't take it. Like, it's like, this dude is making me laugh. Like, he's supposed to be like, he's supposed to be like serious. Like, he's killing me, with this shit. And the other thing too is like finding the Arcana. Like, I was tired. Like, that gave me Annihilation vibes. Like, I didn't want to try to find your power and shit like that. I was like, no, I don't.
He focused on it too long, and it ruined the movie because the movie went away from being like martial arts and fighting. That shit turned into the end of fucking Captain America: Civil War. Niggas just going in with powers. Niggas like, I eat the optic blast. I'm here, the unicorn beam, or here circle powers, dragon fire tower.
Yeah, dragon fire.
It was crazy how Sonya Blade. I like the Sonya Blade story that they had though. How she a chick. She ain't had the mark of the dragon. Niggas like, hey, you can eat with us, but you can't train.
That was funny as
fuck. You can't even watch. You just go upstairs type shit. And then she end up killing Kano. It's like, yo, why Sonya always fighting Kano, yo? Like, why Kano don't ever get a real fucking nigga to fight? Like, he always fighting Sonya Blade.
I mean, he beat Reptile.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, that wasn't even really Reptile, yo.
Reptile. but you knew that's what they intended it as.
Nigga, I didn't know. I thought it was a fucking random beast. I thought it was Shang Tsung's dog. That nigga was like, all right, nigga, go sick him. That shit didn't look like Reptile. Nigga didn't have a suit on or a mask, nigga.
Shit, Sub-Zero barely looked like Sub-Zero for the shit they put on his costume, but it is what
that nigga had on. That nigga looked like Ermac. That nigga had on all black. That nigga looked like he looked like Noob Saibot, all black.
Well, I mean that's Sub-Zero eventually turns into Noob Saibot. That's Bihan. Yeah. He turns into Noob Saibot.
Right, you right.
But damn, it's still Mortal Kombat 1 though.
Yeah.
But I guess they didn't care that they're making up main characters. They're bringing Cabal and Melina. Fucking Goro's a damn jobber. Like, they just had so many things wrong. Like, they made Kano the star.
Yeah, but the biggest thing to me that I was like, why did they change it? Was that there was a lack of tournament. Like, this should have been like, and here's my thing, like.
That's the ugly to me. That's the ugly. Like, you're waiting for the tournament.
No, but you seen what they said. They said that they had been killing them niggas before the tournament started already. They was already killing off all the niggas. So it's like, damn, like
that was a
so these niggas killed everybody besides some random nigga who was fighting, getting his ass whooped in cages and basements. That's the only nigga they didn't kill? Like, are you kidding me?
You can't have Mortal Kombat without having a tournament. I don't care. Tournament be like, I don't care.
You can't have it without Johnny Cage, nigga. That was just as bad.
Yeah, because my thing was like, they should at least, if you wanted to really get people into the movie, like have the characters, like they did in OG, like win against some jobbers, be able to show their powers, their fatalities and shit like that. And that shit would make the movie flow a lot better to actually, to lead up to the other shit that happened. But it just felt like there should have been more than just those characters. And I know
they could have made that work though. They could have made that work. Because even if they said like how Rome was saying how they was gonna kill everybody up, they still could have made the individual fights work.
Yeah, and they did a terrible
job. So you can't even excuse that plot deviation because they could have made it work, but they focused on the powers too much. The Arcana shit took away from it. The whole magical barrier shit, and then fucking You got the different character matchups, and the niggas is betraying each other. Like, it was just all over the fucking place.
And the characters were lame. Like, fucking Liu Kang. Like, Liu Kang
that nigga's a dude.
It made him look like a herb. Like,
Like, that's one of the main problems I had. Like, how the fuck? Because I always thought of Kung Lao as the sidekick. You know what I'm saying? Like, Liu Kang is that nigga. This nigga like Liu Kang be fucking up 7 niggas and then Kung Lao throw his hat and chop a nigga head off. 1 nigga after Liu Kang just fought 7 niggas. You feel me? That hat can only do too much, but when you Liu Kang, you can kill off You shooting fireballs out your knees. You bicycle kicking niggas. You doing flips. This nigga was getting his ass whooped. They made Kung Lao look so cold. I swear to God. Like this nigga
that was
came
a
in.
big mistake. They made him too cold to kill him so soon.
I know. How the coldest nigga died? Like, come on, yo. How the fuck? And this nigga Liu Kang started crying, rolling around on the floor. Just all types of shit. No, not Kung Lao.
We were supposed to die together. Like,
yeah, nigga.
That was like too
you don't get your ass up and fight, you weak ass nigga.
And what about Jax's baby arms? Like that was
that shit was fucked up. They tried that nigga. It was like, we're gonna get him right. And then they gave him they put some fucking tongs on this nigga's shoulders.
They gave that nigga some great value arms. I was like,
T-Rex arms.
That nigga looked at his shit. She was like, go ahead, punch the heavy bag. This nigga was like, bitch, are you serious?
Like, bro had mismatched arms too. I was like, I thought the trailer was fucking with me. I was like, I know this nigga's arms in the trailer was different. I was like, I know.
Hey, hold on. I got a question. Okay, so his Okana turned his toothpick arms into cyborg arms.
Yeah, that whole Okada shit was so stupid.
That shit was whack.
Yeah.
So what would have happened if they didn't fix his arms? He would have grew regular arms?
What? That's
I don't know.
Y'all remember Pencil Break back in school? Y'all used to play that?
Yep.
I felt like you could have broke his arms with that shit. You could get that big ass thick jumbo Chinese pencil. Kill fucking Jack's arms. Like, nigga, I don't want to fight you. I'll challenge you to Pencil Break.
Yeah, you get those
big ass.
Get those big stupid pencils that you use to practice, writing your ABCs with, nigga.
Fucking marker. They should have just beat up Jax and just scribble all over his damn arms.
Oh man, but yeah, Mortal Kombat, man, it had. I mean, like I said, the violence was there. The violence earned its rating. There's no question about that. But I think it's just everything around there. Like, sometimes like if the story isn't at least decent enough to make the shit flow and it at least keep with the source material to at least 85% of it, then it really can take you out of the movie.
And flesh out your deviations. If you're gonna do it like if you're not gonna follow 85% of it, make sure your new innovation that you use is fleshed out and it looks good and it's nice. Cause y'all niggas said no tournament. Okay, then y'all just did this battle free for all, made Goro jobbers. Y'all had too much fuck ups, man. I'm disgusted.
Yeah, it's funny because like, I mean, I may watch it again, but I don't. It's not because usually, because I've been feeding for some violent shit to watch, and I know niggas was like, I know me and Elby was talking about, like nobody was a better watch than Mortal Kombat.
Dude, look, nobody was better, and King Kong versus Godzilla was better than Mortal Kombat.
It was like
nobody I said was a 10. Fucking King Kong Godzilla, I think I said a 9. Like, easily better movies.
So for scores, let me let Pilot. So for Mortal Kombat 1 through 10, man, what do you give it?
Six. A 6.
Okay.
The storyline was to me a little non-existent. I mean, the pacing was cool. Obviously, the fight scene, they were on point. I wish obviously there had too many flaws to me in terms of just like not having an actual tournament, battle. And just like really, I don't know how they even got together to do all this shit, to be honest. Storyline, I mean, the pacing was cool. It's kind of crazy how like there wasn't really much filler, and the pacing was alright, but the storyline was trash. So, I mean, the CGI helped a lot, and the fight scenes make it a 6. No doubt, I'll give it a 6.
Word. Ayo, Rome, man. I know you want to give this a score, man. What you say?
I gotta, man, honestly, I would only watch this shit for the fight scenes. honestly, and not even all of them. Probably just the beginning. I probably want to see Sub-Zero freeze this nigga's arms off again. But I don't want to see Scorpion and Caleb or whatever the nigga name is jump Sub-Zero at the end. That was kind of weak. I was like, yo, that's kind of weak, yo. It take a whole bunch of niggas to fight Sub-Zero. I hated how they had Cole. What's his name? Cole?
Yeah, Cole Young.
Man, that ruined the fucking movie. Like, how do you have a random nigga be the main character? It's like...
The story of him and fucking Sub-Zero, and Scorpion offspring doesn't even make any sense. Not true. Just made up shit.
Made up shit. Like, trash.
It's like if his Scorpion's descendant, I was waiting the whole movie for this nigga, for a spear to shoot out this nigga's arms, and then this nigga grew batons. Like, what the fuck?
He said, you know what, I like striking, but I don't want striking in the movie.
But they're not. It's called tonfas or whatever. That's what they're called.
Something nigga, like, what is a tonfa? What is that?
Stupid.
I never even heard
of it. Yo, Pat, I'm gonna take you back. Back in the day, like, niggas is old. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys, like the figurines, like all of them would have their regular toys. Sorry, not toys, their weapons, like the nunchucks, the stick, the side, the sword. But they will also come with extra weapons. And I remember them niggas having the same shit Luke Cage had, that Luke Cage had in the movie.
Yep.
So that was just crazy. Like, this shit was still trash. Roman's right.
Yeah. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. I'll probably watch it. I want to watch it again, but that's because I like Mortal Kombat. I don't really like, Jax and Sonya being the main characters with some random ass.
Like a main character.
Well, I mean, they were the main characters in Annihilation too.
Yeah, but it's like, come on, man.
And then with the
I'm tired of that. I feel like the Luke, you can't go wrong with the Liu Kang Kung Lao storyline. Like, you really can't. Like, just do that. Have them niggas meet up with Johnny Cage and, start fighting niggas. Like, they could have had like a crazy, all the money they have for this, they could have had crazy tournament scenes. Like, but the fight scenes were dope. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. But, cause I'll watch it again, but it's just average. It's not like, oh shit, nigga. It's not like, oh shit, nigga, you seen a new Mortal Kombat? Yeah, nigga, you gotta check that shit. Nah.
Hell no.
Nah, it's like, oh, you watching Mortal Kombat, man, skip to the middle. Skip to the middle. Let me see the middle of that shit. But yeah, 5 out of 10.
King P, because I know King P got 16 bars. So I just want to hear his 16 bars.
I'm giving this shit a fucking 5 as well. But honestly, I almost want to give it a 4. But I'll be nice and give it a 5. Like, it was some alright shit. You know what I'm saying? The fatality, the CGI and shit. But like, the storyline didn't make any sense. The characters were botched. Fucking no tournament. Like, everything about this was just nonsensical and just could have been like, they could have scrapped this and did it all over again. Like, we need a redo. Like, fuck out of here.
And so you hope there's a Snyder cut?
Oh my god!
If they redo this, they need a whole nother like production team and directors, because these niggas didn't do it right.
The actors that they chose were terrible. It didn't fit. Most of them didn't fit the characters. I ain't even gonna go on with this. Like, I'm about to play some Mortal Kombat tonight, so to wash my mind off of this shit. So I'll give it a 5. If I keep going, I'm gonna downgrade it to a 4.
I want to wait till he get to the 3.
What about you, LB?
Man, it's like, at first I was like, you know what, this is 7, but then it's like the longer the movie kept going, it's like points started getting deducted. Like, low-key, going into the damn to Radiant's Palace, whatever, I feel like the movie was like an 8 by then. Because I was like, okay, because remember the intro, all that shit, Kano, the shit was like an 8 by then. I was like, okay, this could get.
But look, when that happened, it was only like, I checked, I was like, okay, let me see how much time is left. And I'm looking, it's like 30 minutes left. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is about to happen? I'm like, yo, these niggas this shit about to end? What the fuck is going on? And then they wrapped it up, niggas start fighting their powers, nigga break into the castle, all types of shit. Nigga can't get out, Kano starts hitting switches. It was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? That shit happened so quick. The end happened quick. Mm-hmm. But I feel you.
And so it's like it's like an 8 up till then. So right now you at the point where this is either going to become epic or it's going to go horribly wrong. And unfortunately, it went horribly wrong because the middle has a lull in the movie where they don't know what the fuck they're trying to do, and it just falls off from there, man. It's like for every good thing they have about the movie, there's 2 things that's bad about it that cancels it out. Mm-hmm. Great gore and violence, they go crazy with the powers, and no tournament. Kano's dope as fuck, no Johnny Cage, and Goro's a jobber. So you see what I'm saying? Every good thing you see, just like, and the whole fucking end of the movie is like the Mortal Kombat version of Civil War, all the way down to the 2-on-1 fight. Like, so man, the movie went from like an 8, 7, 6, and you know what? If you rewatch the movie, you probably only gonna watch the first 30 minutes. I think this is more like a 5 for King P is like right.
Yeah, because then when you get to that's that nigga, what's his name, Caleb Young. That nigga had his Spider-Man scene where this nigga's wrestling for $500 and shit.
Yo, these niggas was like borrowing for like every movie, yo.
That nigga really had that movie just like Spider-Man. This nigga in there, oh nigga, you about to get your ass beat. Like, oh, this nigga's about to save Earthrealm? Nigga who just got choked out in the ring?
Oh man, so you know what? I want to say 5 average, but I just feel like the battle outweighs the good though. I might have to just say 4.
And honestly, and that was my score too. It was like, 4 was my score because I was just like, for the expectation, and especially since the trailer was so fucking dope, the red band was dope. I'm like, okay.
Thank you.
I remember the first thing, even before the movie came out, I was like, why is I saw the runtime? I was like, why is this shit so damn short? Like, I was hoping that either they get to the fuckery like right away, and shit like that when I first saw the runtime. But yeah, it's just
like we had a preview episode of the fucking movie. We never ever done that.
Yeah, we definitely, because the trailer was too tough. But it just seemed like a lot of the good things in the trailer, those were the good things in the movie, pretty much. You know what I mean? So, so I think that was like the problem. Like the fatalities, like I said, were awesome. Like the fatalities, the action was good, but it's just like they took too much liberty with the stories, and certain characters were miscast or just didn't have the right amount of screen time. And it was it took you out, even though the movie kind of went along, it took you out of the movie like too many times. So the only positive thing you can say after watching it is they're opening up to a sequel because obviously this shit is successful. And dude that played Sub-Zero said that he signed on for 3 or 4 more in the series. And this
Lord.
So yeah, there's gonna be a Mortal Kombat 2, just in some variation of it. Hold
on, they're gonna fight DC Injustice in that one? Since they move so fast,
that'll be hard though.
These niggas can't get Mortal Kombat right. They don't fuck up DC.
No, they can't do that.
Yeah, I don't think DC would like it if let's say Joker or somebody's getting decapitated or some shit like that. Although it would be ill though, make no mistake.
That should be sick as fuck. That should be sick. Nigga do a fatality on Joker.
Yeah,
that'd be hard.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, yeah, it was disappointing to me because I'm thinking to myself, oh man, and I watched this shit at 4 a.m. too because I made sure I got up there to watch that shit.
Hell yeah, I see the stories on the live. I'm like, damn, this nigga up this early, like.
Yeah, I was just like, oh man, I was very disappointed because I was like, I wanted some shit that I'm like, okay, I wanted to say this was some rated R Renaissance shit, like I usually do when I watch some good R-rated movies, you know. But yeah, no, it wasn't it. So I'm hoping that maybe they could improve on it in the upcoming sequels and shit. So
yeah, I think it's fucked over too bad to damn recover from. Like I don't think you can fix this.
Well, let's just say
this is like the Deontay Wilder of like movies. Like it's fucked up too far. Like you can't fix it. Like I seen that little bullshit training video. Nah, nigga, your elbow's still sticking out. Your fucking stand still fucked up. Nigga, you're done. Mortal Kombat, you done.
Fatality.
Yeah, finish him. King P, what you got? It's a T-Bo. Trash ass movie, man.
Yeah, no, so yeah. So hopefully, action movies, well, hopefully we might have to.
Should have been a series from the start.
Yeah, it would have been better that way. I'm changing my score to a 5. I don't want to have the highest scores. I shouldn't be that generous. I'll give it a 5. It's a 5.
Pilot had the D elevate.
We landed, bro.
But yeah, those are our thoughts from Mortal Kombat, and then also from Return of the Sampo Kings and everything. So I guess it'll be a good time as any to wrap up our show for tonight with final thoughts. Rome, your final thoughts on everything?
Shout out Clanarchy, nigga. Shout out Shuttleworth. Return of the Sampo Kings, available everywhere you can listen to music, nigga. I don't know if you want title though. You want title, nigga?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever went to title. I don't
Hey Hov, add this nigga to title, nigga. This shit's fire.
Hov ain't got no real shares in title no more. Stop that.
Oh, I forgot he sold that shit. But yeah, shout out Shuttleworth.
Nigga job.
Shout out Shuttleworth. Shout out Clanarchy. Return of the Sampo Kings. Go get that shit. Shout out the real Mortal Kombat niggas that really know that this shit's trash. Don't fuck Rotten Tomatoes and whatever else them niggas got to say. Them niggas ain't real niggas. we know what's going on. That shit's 5. Don't go waste your money and see it, nigga. Get a link. See for yourself. Shit. But I fuck with Mortal Kombat, nigga. I fuck with the brand. Mortal Kombat is always gonna be one of my favorite shits forever, nigga. Been playing that shit since I was a little kid. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you one thing. It could be a lot worse. If you've ever seen the Tekken movie, you know what I'm saying. That's all I got to say about
it. I would never watch a Tekken movie.
Yeah, well, there is a Tekken movie, but as far as I'm concerned, there isn't one.
I never heard of it. I never heard of it.
It's the worst
thing. Fist in the North Star movie, worse than that.
Some niggas be fighting and tag a nigga in.
Tekken the movie is big trash. I mean, it's on the lower level of video game movies. Like it's a low level. Like there's not.
They got a Street Fighter movie.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's not. It's not as bad as Tekken, but it's still pretty bad.
Yeah.
Damn. So Mortal Kombat, nigga, y'all ain't fighting much, nigga. Come on, y'all niggas playing, but yeah, the shit's trash. Shout out Shuttleworth. That's my final thoughts.
Word. All right, LB, bruh, your final thoughts?
No, MK's trash. If you need a better movie that's gory and violent, go ahead and watch Nobody. That's dope. be on the lookout for Paper Tigers. You know, we gonna review that when that come out. I think they rebooting Saw. We gonna be on that. So this movie was trash, but we gonna make up for it, my nigga. Return of the Sample Kings is out now. Everywhere, like my nigga said. Shout out Clanarchy, the sample genius, the god of the soulful samples, prolific genius for making the dope videos and just putting all this shit together. We taking over. Shout out to everybody else in Ring Gang.
Yes, sir.
Take over, man. You know what it is. RingGangRadio.com.
Yo, hold on, real quick. Is it a real Saw or is it like a jigsaw Saw?
I think it's like a spin-off or like they rebooting it or some shit.
Yeah.
I sent the damn shit to Pat. Like, I be just sending this nigga movies. I be texting this nigga movies like, yo man, put this on. He ain't even respond to one this morning. Like,
niggas, I was busy. Because I was busy.
Oh.
That's why I didn't respond to it.
When that shit drop? When the Saw drop?
I think May 19th or some shit.
Yeah, no, I haven't had a chance to be like. I mean, besides, I sent you a movie yesterday, nigga. So it's not like I'm not on it, nigga. Niggas busy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Apologies. Yeah, he did. It's downloaded on. I'll probably watch that. I don't know. The animation looking kind of
old timey.
Mid-ish. Yeah.
Yeah, that's old timey.
So, you know, it looks kind of mid-ish, but you know, I'm gonna still watch it probably tomorrow or Friday. Cause I know Saturday is like fucking boxing holiday.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I the Spiral is like it's like Saw where they've had that movie in the archives for a minute because I mean that shit was wrapped up before the pandemic. So I mean I don't know why, you know, and it's not because it's not gonna be like on video on demand, video release. You know, because it's not, you know, Warner Brothers, so it won't be on HBO Max. So, I mean, I might have to wait like 3 weeks after it's actually out in the theaters to actually come across that.
Man, fuck all that.
Yeah.
They ain't going to no damn theaters.
No, it is. It's actually going to the theater first before it goes into certain areas that I go to for things. So,
I mean, I feel you. I mean, this Florida, man. The motherfuckers is all at the mall and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, we was at the mall, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, I've only seen one movie in the theater since the pandemic, I believe, and that was like Tenet. So, yeah. And I probably wish I just didn't.
Nigga, what? Tenet was crazy dope. You wildin'.
No, it was just more or less it was fucking confusing as fuck. You know.
It was, but it was like it was so crazy. I need to see that movie again, but that movie was so weird. It was like, yo, I know I just got mind fucked. I need to watch it again.
Yeah,
that was one of those movies.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know. Either I was.
I didn't understand it, but it was dope.
I didn't know if either I was dumb or it was doing too much. I still haven't figured that shit out. If it's one or the other.
It was like that.
You can't figure it out. It was probably doing too much.
It was like that movie Lucy. You seen that movie Lucy? The bitch was like a computer chip at the end.
Oh yeah. Lucy was trash.
Scarlett Johansson? Right?
No, Lucy was dope until she was a fucking until she turned into a Wi-Fi box.
yeah. I was like, get the fuck out of here. That's what made that movie trash. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Fake ass Ghost in the Shell.
That bitch turned to a hard drive. Like, oh, okay.
Like, yeah, I felt angry actually. I watched that movie. That was the fucking end. I was like, yeah,
I was mad. I watched that in the theater too. I was mad. I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
No, yeah, you watched it in the theater. You was big wilding for that.
Yeah.
You probably like threw a nigga into a wall afterwards.
No, I had to see it because the movie I wanted to see was like sold out. So I was like, all right, fuckers, we here. Let's see Lucy. That shit. It was weird, but the end was trash.
Yeah, the ending, you know, I mean, that was worse than Netflix movie endings. I mean, that shit was just garbage. Like,
oh wow.
Oh man, I'm sorry you actually had to go through that room. Jeez.
Nigga was traumatized.
Oh shit.
Nigga threw his laptop.
Well, yo, LB, your shout outs or final thoughts or we?
No, I'm done. Like, you know, that's it.
Okay. P.
You just talking shit, it span off.
Word. AOP, you have final thoughts?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this shorter than a flawless victory. So, you know what I'm saying?
That's a punchline.
That's a bar. That's a bar, nigga.
But you know,
trying to get on the album.
You might go me into it. All right, don't test me. I might see what I got. All right, but you know the vibes. You know, Ring Gang Radio all day. You know where to find us at YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, ringgangradio.com, Spotify. Go fuck with Shutterworth's album or any streaming service. We don't care what. Return of the Sample Kings, fire. Go fuck with it, please. Then we got some more stuff on the way. So you already know what it is.
That's what it is. Ayo, Pilot, your final thoughts, bro?
Yeah. If you haven't already listened to the Shutterworth Clanarchy album, definitely, stream that because you're missing out if you haven't. Real dope project, man. Ring Gang Radio all day. Follow on YouTube. Smash the like button. Follow us on Twitter, IG, Facebook, and everything else in between. Go to ringgangradio.com for some dope content. Dopest content you'll find on the webs for sure.
There we go, man. And I don't really have anything else to add other than shout out Clanarchy, and again, my bad, bro, for keep on forgetting you about the album. The album is dope. Mortal Kombat was not really good. Hopefully they improve on it in the sequel somehow. You know what I'm saying?
At least we got to talk good about one thing on here.
Yeah, exactly.
Niggas had the half and half fucking coffee.
But as always, man, just support us as we do this for y'all. I mean, sub to everything, especially our YouTube channel, and then have your friends sub to our YouTube channel so we can all be friends. You know what I mean? Because like I said, Ring Gang is the squad, and we're the future of this shit. So like I said, get on board before it's too late. So for myself, Pat Scorpion, the New England representative, for LB Shutterworth, the God, the GOAT artist, for King P, the Bigger P, for Conscious Pilot, and for Rome, aka Chicago Win. This has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, the shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
Deuce.